Hey guys, I'm Nate Fortner. I'm the owner of Whosoever Press, and if you're watching this video, then that means you are subscribed to the Whosoever Press YouTube channel. What I want to do today is I want to talk to you a little bit about your marketing program. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video. I know you guys have probably been waiting for some new content. In the meantime, while you're waiting on me to get videos, go back through the old videos because there is some great content in there. There's some websites that I put in some of these videos. There's one of the videos I did that has links to just about every newspaper and magazine in the world. So definitely take advantage of that. Get that contact information and start getting some publicity for your book or your product or your service. But anyway, I want to tell you a little bit about today. To defeat marketing extinction. Yeah, it went off. It'd be alright. We want to defeat marketing extinction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a whole series talking about defeating marketing extinction. What does it mean to be extinct? That means you are non-existent. And when you become non-existent, no one is going to buy your product or your service. You must not go extinct. So, who am I? For many of you that just know me from these videos, you don't know anything else about me, I want to take a few minutes to tell you who I am. Who is Nate Fortner? First of all, I encourage you to go to Google or your favorite search engine and type in my name. Type in Nate Fortner, or who is Nate Fortner. And you're going to find on that search results about 6, 7, 8, or even possibly more pages. Not just links, but pages worth of content about me. Now, why is that? First of all, Nate Fortner is a country Christian recording artist. I travel the country and I sing at different venues, churches, fairs, festivals. I sing. I'm a Christian singer. So I go out all over the place. Number two, I'm an author. I'm a Christian author. I've written multiple Christian self-help books, Christian living books. My number one book was that has just blown up phenomenally. It's called Teaching Christians to Pray the Bible Way. It doubles as a prayer journal, so you get to write in it, but it's not just a book with lines. You're going to develop your prayer life as you go through this book, because I'm teaching you how to develop your prayer life. With the help of God and the Holy Spirit, you're going to develop your prayer life. You're going to get stronger in that area of your life. Now, I'm also an author in business and marketing. Go to my go to Amazon. You can go to Amazon Kindle. You can pick up a copy of my book, How to Become a Successful Writer Overnight. There's another one that's called Book Marketing in the 21st Century. And those are books that you can get right now. I mean, you can download it on your computer, your phone, your Kindle, wherever you're at, and you can go through there and read that. Now, for most of you, those books are going to be below your level where you're at right now because you're not a beginner. But I mean, there is still some good advice in there. Don't take that as an excuse to just cop out and say, well, I'm not going to buy it. Go get the book, because sometimes, excuse me, sometimes even in these little small books that you pay 99 cents, yeah, you know, that's the thing with Kindle books now. Anybody can be anybody, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Anybody can be an expert in any area that they want. All they have to do is write a book. I remember when I was a kid, I would meet an author. Even when I was in school, if I met a new author, I mean, I was freaking out. I was excited because it's like, this person is a celebrity. So that's the thing. When you write a book, you publish it, you put it out there, you may be dumb as a sack of rocks, but you've got something to tell somebody. And that's the thing. If you can ever get people to believe in your product or your service, you won't go extinct. You got You got to get people to know who you are. That's the thing. We want to focus on getting attention through this series that I'm going to be doing with you about how to defeat marketing extinction. Go ahead and say it with me. Defeat marketing extinction. We all want to learn to exist. We want to dominate in the marketplace. So again, who is a little bit more about me? I am the owner of whosoeverpress.com. Whosoever, just like in the Bible, WHOSOEVER, press. Do I need to spell that one for you? PRESS.com. Whosoeverpress.com. We are a Christian-based book publishing company. No, we do not publish just Christian books. We will publish non-Christian books, you know, because we don't want to just cast that market out, because we want to be there. We want to dominate. Not to control or hurt anybody, but we want to dominate the market. That way when people think of Christian publishing or publishing in general, they think of whosoeverpress.com. Now, what I want to tell you now is that publishing company, you know, we will publish almost anything, and we can do it in paperback, or some say softback. We can do hardback printing. We can do coil binding. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got some stuff right up here on this shelf. You may or may not be able to see it. I've got shelves stacked all the way to the ceiling in this office, full of different product, supplies, different things that I need to run my company on a daily basis. So, yeah, I'm stay busy. Now, some people tell me, ask me, Nate, why do you do so much? Because the thing is, you have to have multiple streams of income. You know, and so I've built my publishing company. And I've got another company which is in advertising, we'll just say that. And it makes me a lot of money. I've got my publishing company, and as I travel and I sing across the country, as I write new books, all these are different streams of income. I've got I've got churches every month who are sending me checks. And this isn't just for an offering for my ministry, for traveling, for singing. That's not that. This is for a product a service that I provide for these churches. And they call me every month and say, hey, we need some more of this. Okay, I'll get it right out to you. That's the thing. I know every month that I've got money coming in. And see, that's what we want to do. We want to defeat that marketing extinction. We've got to get out there. We've got to focus on getting attention. So that's what we want to do. I've got some notes here today, so you're going to see I'm not very too professional when it comes to the video sometimes, but I make my notes because I want you to see exactly what it is that I want you to know, okay? Have you had your cup of coffee this morning? That is good. So imagine with me for a minute that you are a soldier. You're on the battlefield and you sense the presence of the enemy. Say you're hunkered down behind a tree, or you're in the bushes, you're looking across the field, you're trying to see where they're at. You know, and then the next thing you know, you hear a cannon fire. And then bullets start flying. And you duck, you cover, you know, try to see, you know, which way is it coming from, what's going on. I mean, in that intense moment, the battle that is raging, the enemy is strong. And you will be defeated if you don't act. The enemy is strong and powerful. And they have been conquering and destroying everything in their path, including you, if you can't win. So guys, in this series, Defeating Marketing Extinction, if you plan to win, It's time to rise. Today I want to talk to you about getting attention. If people, you may have, and I've said this thousands of times before, you may have the greatest service, you may have written the greatest book, you may be the greatest singer, you may be the greatest business owner. I mean, you may have the greatest, the next best thing that this world needs to make you a multi-gajillionaire. I think I just made a new word, a gajillionaire. But if people don't know that your product exists, they're not going to buy it. How can they? They don't know. So today, the focus of today is getting attention and becoming omnipresent. I know you've heard that word before because we speak of God in the respect, in the aspect of being omnipresent, which is He is everywhere at once. He can accommodate and take care of your need where you're at today, just as well as He can accommodate to me and take care of my need today. Or if I want to come in an atmosphere of worship, I can come in and praise Him. Because, and if wherever you're at, you can do the same because He's there with you. But the thing is, how do we become omnipresent? Because you don't need a big massive billboard somewhere. You need to be getting massive attention everywhere. That's what you need. We're just going to pull this up and let you see this here. This is one of those books I was telling you about a minute ago. How to be a successful writer overnight. I'll see if I can get it to pull up great big. There you go. You need to go to Amazon.com. Just while I'm over here, you need to go to Amazon.com, pick up a copy of this book. It's Facts to Know About to Succeed in the Literary World. There's a trophy on there, big award, says Author of the Year. That could be you. But anyway, how do you become omnipresent? How do you get everywhere at one time? And first of all, I want to tell you about two really awesome avenues that you can take care of today, that you could put in action today with no money. All you need is a computer and an internet connection. If you've got a computer, you don't have internet, you can't afford it, go to the local coffee shop. Go to the local burger joint. Most of them provide free Wi-Fi now. So, what I want to do is I want to tell you about Twitter. Most of you know about Twitter, you're familiar with Twitter, but in my experience, Twitter has turned out to be really great. I started a Twitter account back at the first of the year for myself and for my company, Whosoever Press. Well, on my personal profile for Nate Fortner, at Nate Fortner, if you want to follow me, go over there, follow me. You're going to get all kinds of attention about my music and my writing, as far as my Christian literature. If you want to know what I'm doing in the literary world, as far as marketing, promotion, go follow my page at Whosoever Press. Now, anyway, Twitter is amazing because you can link Twitter to your blog, your social, I mean, just about anything you've got going on anywhere on the internet where you've got links that you can share. Your YouTube, any pictures, your blogs, podcasts, video, I mean, just anything that you have that you're doing around the internet. You can share those with a link to Twitter. Now, what you want to do is, and always, never post to Twitter without putting a link to your website. That's the thing. You want to put your content there, but you want to put a link. You know, just for example, if you're just posting a picture from this past weekend sales conference or your church or whatever it is, or your video, you know, put a link in the description to your website. You don't want to just give somebody a piece of material and then that's it, and they got to guess to try to figure the rest of it out, because they won't. They'll keep scrolling down the feed. Put a link in there, because if you notice them feeds, they go by quick sometimes. So make sure you put a link in there. That way when somebody sees it, if they want to know more about you and the product or service that you provide, they can click that link and it'll take them directly to your website. Now, if it's like a blog post or a video or something like that, you're not going to want to put a link in there because they're going to hit your link for your website and think they're going to get to see your video or your blog post, and it's going to take them to your website and they're not going to see that. So make sure you link appropriately and put your websites where they need to go. Also, now I'm going to tell you what I do. Make sure you're using hashtags. You know, at first, when hashtags first started appearing, I had no clue what a hashtag was. But I learned really quick what hashtags are and how they can help me. A hashtag is basically a word. You know, it's got the little number symbol in front of it. You know, whoop, your number symbol that goes in front of the word. And you could put marketing. Or you could put, for example, when I post something on my at Nate Fortner on Twitter, and most of the time it's referring to my music or a book. Just say I post a new music video. Okay, so I've got the latest, hottest music video that I just come out with. One of them is called Why'd You Take Her Away? Great, great Christian country song. Go check it out. Why'd You Take Her Away? When I put that on Twitter to share it, I want to put hashtags. I'm not going to put a link in the description to my website, because I want people to click on the video to go watch the video. If I put a link to my website, it's going to throw them off. So just put your link to your video, and then put hashtags. Put that little number symbol, and then the way I do it is I put country music, country radio, country Christian music, you know, and those are just examples. And then when I share my posts, those things light up. Now what they do, there are other people around the world on the internet who are using hashtags. If someone else uses the hashtag country music, country radio, country Christian music, what's going to happen is that's going to go to another feed where everybody using that same hashtag is pulling up in a feed. And you can actually click on that hashtag once you've posted it, and you can see what everybody else is hashtagging or what they're posting underneath of that hashtag. And it makes it, I mean, that's awesome because people can find your content a lot faster. Because, and you know, you are literally, you know, everybody says get into your target market. Get, you know, target your market, target your people that you want. Hashtags help you to literally target your specific group of people that you want to reach. And since I have started using hashtags, my followers, you know, have just exploded. You know, I think I've probably gained, I don't know, 25, 50 new followers in the past 2 weeks. I mean, it may have been 3 weeks, but I mean, that is phenomenally fast. So, and another thing that, coffee break. That is good. That's a Nate special right out of the Keurig. Also, what I do is, if you're as busy as I am, you may be busier, I don't know. Maybe you say, Nate, I don't have time to stay on Twitter all day long. Because I'm going to tell you what I do from about 6 a.m. to about 11 p.m., sometimes 10, 11 p.m., I am posting on Twitter every hour, on the hour, throughout the day, every single day. Now, I can take my phone. If you don't have one of these really awesome phones, you need to get one. And this one here, believe it or not, this is just Straight Talk from Walmart. I get on here, I can do my apps, I can do my Facebook, I can do my email. I mean, I can do anything and everything. I've got like 5 or 6 different email accounts just on this phone where I can go in. I've got Google AdWords popping up on here. I mean, I've got everything on this phone. But I can go over here to my Twitter. And this is pretty neat about this phone too. If you've got multiple Twitter accounts, you can actually just see I've got 2 notifications already. But when this pulls up, you can actually go right here and click this button. And you can go down and see accounts. See, right now I'm listed under Nate Fortner, but you can hit accounts. And it's going to show you Nate Fortner or Whosoever Press. Can you see that? I can quickly bounce back and forth between Nate Fortner or Whosoever Press if I want to make a post or a comment on something. Now, I'm just going to go back and back out of there. But see, I've 3 notifications. See how fast this is on Twitter? I'm telling you guys, this is remarkable. It's just unbelievable how fast you can grow when you use Twitter. And see, the thing about Twitter, a lot of it that I've learned is about links, posting links, getting your content out there, and just chasing it, man. Just get out there and make it happen. So it's still taking a few minutes for this to show up. We'll just set it here, and I'll share with you in a minute what it says. But anyway, I understand, yes, it can be crazy trying to share posts all day on your social media, especially if you're on every stinking platform out there like I try to be. But there's something that I want to tell you today. This right here is a gold nugget for defeating marketing extinction. There is a website called Tweetdeckcom. You can go to Tweetdeck.com and create you a little account there, and it will actually pull up your Twitter feeds. It'll show your homepage, your feed, your activity, your home, I mean just all kinds of stuff. But the thing that is really awesome about Tweetdeck.com, it's www.tweetdeck.com. Tweetdeck.com. Go on there. You can literally schedule your post for every hour on the hour for the next week. Or if you want to do it for the next month, you can do that. So now you have no excuse for not growing your presence online on Twitter. You need to be on Twitter. You need to be sharing links to your content. Because trust me, I mean, it's worked for me. I mean, it really, really has. I have been on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Twitter, since I have really been using the hashtags and really trying to push these things out. And I'm going to be honest with you, hashtags I've just recently been turned on to. I mean, I knew they existed, but I had no clue what they were. Didn't know what they were about. So I've been using hashtags now for, say, probably a month and a half. And I'm telling you, my followers, my notification, I mean, everything has just exploded. I mean, you've seen this on my phone. We pulled it up, there was 2. It's like, wait a minute, now there's 3. So the thing, you got to be on Twitter. You've got to be on social media. You've got to be getting attention. So now, this is how you're going to defeat marketing extinction. You've got to be out there. You've got to get out there for people to know you exist. So, go to TweetDeck.com. I mean, you can even do it now while you're listening to me. You know, pull up another web browser back there in the back, another page. Go and do this thing now while it's fresh on your mind, or at least write it down on a piece of paper. You can always listen to me in the background. But look here, Twitter. It says, Therese UCB favorited 2 of my tweets. It's a YouTube video. And then we go up, and then I've got a new follower. Somebody followed me. And then it says Christian Lopez Band followed your tweet. It's a YouTube video. And look, I mean, I don't know if you can see this or not. You can zoom in, but look, I've got hashtags. It says country radio, country music. I even put a little retweet in there, hoping people would retweet it. And then I put love. You know, that's just that particular song. Use hashtags, man. This is exploding on my phone like crazy. And so it's awesome. And hey, I'll just give a little shout out. If you like country music and you like country Christian music, go to HLEradio.com. You can listen to live country Christian music all day long, and it's good stuff. It's really, really good stuff. I love it. And you'll get to hear my songs on there as well. There's actually a section on there where you can request songs. So go in there and request my songs. Remember the song earlier I told you it's called Why'd You Take Her Away? They've got that song on there. Go request it. You're going to love it. So let me talk to you a little bit about Facebook. And let me just say this. Twitter and Facebook, you know, we was talking about an army earlier. You're going in the battle. What does an army need? Not only do you need strategy, but you need weapons. Twitter and Facebook are just two weapons in your arsenal. So make sure you're using these and you're using them appropriately. Don't be just spamming people, but give good quality content. If you're not blogging, make sure you start blogging. Go to blogger.com. I've got a blog. I've got 3 blogs at Blogger. Or you can go to wordpress.com. You can create blogs there. And write something, content. That's why I told you, if you do a Google search on my name, you're going to find tons of stuff, because I'm Googling, I'm Twittering, I'm Facebooking. I'm doing everything, and that's what you got to do. That's what helps you to be everywhere at one time. That is what helps you to become omnipresent, because you will be everywhere at one time. You could be sitting down eating dinner with your family at 6 o'clock at night in the evening, but yet you're posting on Twitter, you're posting on Facebook, you're on the author profiles, you're on the business profiles, you're on LinkedIn. There's another profile that you've probably never heard of. It's called heavenup.com. You can go there, you can create a profile. There's just so much that you guys can do. You've got to get out there. But anyway, let's talk about Facebook a little bit. Facebook, in my personal experience, is great for connecting with friends. And, I know they sell ads, but, the majority of that, again, this is my opinion. You may have had a different experience, and I'm not telling you not to do it, but I personally don't believe in Facebook ads. I have never had any result from it. There's people that will like it or click the little button or something. But when I say I don't like it, because they don't convert to sales. When 2014, I spent well over $1,000 throughout the year on Facebook ads. Just posting little videos or this and that. I thought it would help to get the videos out there and the rankings. No. You know what my ROI was? 0. I had 0 return on my investment from Facebook ads. Hey, again, that's my personal experience. Doesn't mean that you're going to have the same one. Try it. If you find that it works for you, then hey, dominate Facebook. Blow your Facebook up ads everywhere. But I'll tell you this. Make sure when you put your Facebook ad, when you set it up, make sure that you set it up for everybody to see it. Because you don't want to advertise to your friends and their friends. You've already got their attention. They're on your Facebook. You've already got their attention. They already know, for the most part, what you're about. You want to target your ad to everybody when you advertise on Facebook, because you want to draw in new people. But the thing that I've noticed about Facebook, most of it, again, it's for your friends, your family, your co-workers, getting in a couple groups. You can do some networking. You can do some marketing networking, or network marketing, however you want to say it. You can do that in those groups. And I'm not knocking that, because those are great things. I'm in a bunch of them. And the key is you got to get in there. You got to participate. You got to, get in there and get your feet wet. Don't be afraid to jump off the cliff and try to, take a chance. If you sit right here in this chair, if I sit right here in this office chair and I never did anything, I can expect my results are going to be exactly that. Nothing. But if I get in this office chair and I work on this computer all day, I work and I bust my butt, I sit here and I do a video, or I'm on the phone dialing for dollars, or whatever it is, there's a lot better chance that something good is going to happen. For example, this week we just got some new concert dates booked. And I hate to say it this way, because I am a Christian country artist. It's not about money. And I hope that people will someday understand this. Christianity, it's not about money. It's really not. It's about spreading the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. But when you go out, when you take the responsibility of answering the call that you feel God has put upon your life, it requires money for you to travel. So when I travel, I get paid to sing. I get paid to travel across the country and sing. I get paid to perform. But again, that's another fine line. You know, a lot of people don't like, say, well, you're a Christian singer, you shouldn't be performing. It's not about performance. It's about worshiping God. You know, and you're going to learn, you know, and I don't mean this in any disrespect to anybody, but guys, you're going to learn whether you're an author, you're a business owner, you're a singer, no matter what your product or service is, there's going to be somebody that doesn't understand you. There's always going to be somebody to knock your product, you know. And, you know, so the thing is, when you're out there, to a degree, for me, singing, it is a performance. And I have to make sure that I am ready. But most of all, before I go on that stage to sing, perform, or lead anybody in worship to God, I have to make sure that my heart's ready too. I have to make sure that I am mentally and spiritually prepared and that I'm ready for that. You know, and then when you do what God has told you to do, He's going to bless you. You're going to be blessed. Now, if you don't like the fact that I'm talking about God and this is supposed to be a marketing video, then, you know, you're going to have to get over it. I'm sorry. You know, I am a Christian. I love God. I'm not perfect. You will learn that. I am not perfect. I make mistakes. But this video, you know, necessarily this series isn't here to talk about God or get you to go to church or force my beliefs on you. So let's go ahead and get that cleared up too. This is to teach you how to defeat marketing extinction. And if I have to make references to my faith, because that's what I know, if you don't believe in God or you don't have faith or whatever, listen for the nuggets. Listen for the gold nuggets in what I'm saying, okay? And see, that's the thing too. And before I get off on a rabbit trail, because I know that's where I'm headed, but when you're watching TV or any of these things, or you're on YouTube and you're watching videos about people and you think, man, these guys are awful, they don't know what they're talking about, listen for the gold nuggets. I have found so many valuable pieces of information watching some of the most dull, boring videos that I have ever seen. People like me just sitting here chit-chatting, talking to you, taking time out of my day just to share a little bit of information. You're gonna get some gold nuggets. It just may take some time to get to some of them. But anyway, Facebook, and I'll start wrapping this up for you guys pretty quick here. Facebook, how do you become omnipresent on Facebook? I want you to have your profile, get your friends, join groups, get in some of the groups, start your own group, because if you can start your own group, it's real easy. Get in there, give your name, figure out what you want to do, talk about your product. If you're an author and you've written a book, you need to create a page for your book. You need to be posting on that thing every day. And starting out, this may be a good way for you to get some readers on your page. Maybe do you a few Facebook ads, but remember, target it to everyone. Invite your friends that you already have on your regular profile. Get them to like your page and start growing that. Because I know it sounds crazy, but numbers matter. Okay, we're good. I thought somebody was banging on the door. I guess I was over here just banging on this desk over here. But anyway, numbers matter. You've got to get your numbers up, because people, when they look, for example, if you go on Facebook and somebody's searching for marketing authors or Christian authors or whatever you are, they're searching for something, a book in your niche. If you pop up and then so-and-so pops up here, even though you may be on top, but say you've got 50 likes on your page, but so-and-so down here underneath you has 10,000 followers on their page. Guess who they're going to follow? Guess whose book they're going to buy? Exactly. They're going to go with so-and-so down here. They're going to go buy their book instead of your book. So, yeah, if you want to throw some money out there, and that's the good thing about Facebook ads, they're very budget friendly. If you've got $5 left out of your paycheck, you can do a $5 Facebook ad, guys. I mean, it's really easy. Another thing I like is YouTube ads, but we'll get to that in another video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and come back for that video. But anyway, Facebook, you need to have a page for every book you've got. If you're currently writing a new book, You need to have a page for that book. Be posting content, blogs, excerpts from the book, quotes, something. You need to be doing it every day. You know, and if you say, well, I don't have that much content, well, schedule your post out at least twice a day. You know, maybe around lunchtime and maybe around dinner time, or a little after dinner time, because people are going to lunchtime, they're going to be on their phones, they're going to be checking social media, email, put something up, that way they can see it. Dinner time, you know, people right before bed, they're going to chillax. Yeah, that's my word too, chillax. They're going to sit down, they're going to watch a little TV, they're going to get on the computer a little bit, they're going to check emails, check Facebook, fiddle around a little bit. That's your good days. You know, if you have to, just post twice a day. And the thing is, like me, you may have 10 different Facebook pages and operate different groups. How do you take care of all that at one time? Yes, you schedule your post. You can do that. You can even do this on your personal profile. If you know that people are so used to you posting at a certain time every day, and you know, man, I've got meeting tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to post, you know, you can schedule that baby. Go in there, write your post out like you normally would on your feed, and then right there where it says publish, instead of hitting that publish button, go over to the right, you'll see that little drop down arrow. Click it. You're going to get a drop-down menu that comes down. One of those is going to say schedule. Click on that button. It will actually allow you to put in the date, time, everything that you need to know about scheduling your Facebook post. So schedule that post, get it in there. I mean, if you've got tons of content, get it in there. If you've got a program, and I love this, I've got a book coming out if you want to go check it out on Facebook. It's called The Devil Rides Piggyback. Go on there, like that page. You can start getting my content. It was supposed to come out this year, but it's just not going to happen. This year has just been crazy busy. So it's more than likely it's going to be next year, but that book is going to be phenomenal. I've got people lining up already wanting it. But what you need to do is go on there, and you'll see pictures that I have posted. It's actual pictures that correlate and go along with my book. You know, and I'm putting quotes on there. I mean, pictures, come on people. People share pictures. Anything with a fancy little quote or a Bible verse or anything like that, they share it. They like it. And that's another thing. When you share a picture, even on Facebook, guys, when you share that picture in the description, don't be typing a bunch of garbage out, because they're not going to read it. They want to read the picture. Put your content on the picture, and you can build a picture in like Microsoft Publisher. You can do Photoshop, any of those programs you can use to create pictures. I use Publisher. For me, it's easy, but it took me a long time to learn it, but it's easy. Get your picture, create your picture, put your content on the picture. When you share it on Facebook or Pinterest, there's all kinds of places, guys. When you share it, put a link. Don't put www. You can actually take http:// don't worry about your W's, and then just put in your website, like natefortner.com. That's how I do it. Now, this is the thing. That link will go with that picture. So, again, you want to drive people to your website. If you don't have a website, get a website. You need a website. I know a boy right now, my manager, who handles my booking for my music, who schedules my concerts. His son has answered the call to preach. He's trying to get out there. He's trying to help to spread the message of God and what his son Jesus did on the cross for us. But in doing so, he has actually had pastors who know him, who have said, yeah, we'd love to have you at our church. Come talk to our youth. You know, he's a young guy. But they say, what's your website? Or do you have a business card? And this is how crazy it is, guys, even in the business world. He had one pastor who told him, asked him, said, what's your website, son? I don't have a website. Well, you ain't coming to my church then. If you can't even afford to have a website, why would I allow you to come minister in my church? Now, exactly, you're probably thinking the same thing I am. How can that is so wrong. But again, it just goes to prove a point. People want to know who you are. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know how you're living your life. I mean, and not just in a Christian sense or a minister, but that, you know, for your business, your product, your service, they want to know what you're doing. They want to know where you're at. They want to know about what other people think about you. They want to know about the response that other people are having. They want to know if you've got good reviews. They want to know if you've got anything bad floating around out there about you. And this is another tip right here. It's not in the notes, but go to google.com/alerts. If you don't know about that yet, you can go there and you can actually type in different words, websites, phrases, any of that stuff. And what's going to happen, of course, you're going to have a Google account, which I already have all that set up. If you don't, you need to have a Google account as well. Create your profile. You're going to use that to connect with your YouTube channel when you have a YouTube channel if you don't. But google.com/alerts. What you can do is you can actually type in your name, your website, anything about your product, or say you're trying to target your market, but you don't know exactly where the masses of them are at. You need to type those keywords or key phrases in on Google Alerts. When people around the web start talking about that particular product, service, whatever it is, you know, those words you put in there, you're going to get an email about it. So now you've got an email, you've got the information for where your target market is hanging out. Use this service. Great service. Again, back to the young preacher boy, the point of that is make sure you've got a website. Make sure you're on social media because numbers matter. Who do you think is going to get the preaching job? I know it sounds sad, but who do you think is going to get to come to that church and minister? That young boy who doesn't have a website, doesn't have a business card, or the young 20-year-old man who's got the website, got the business card, got a few sermon CDs out there, may even have one out on Amazon or something. I mean, you know, it's credibility, guys. You want to build your credibility. I know that may sound bad from a Christian view. Like, you know, why has he got to have a website to come preach at your church? I know. But it's marketing, guys. It's because, you know, the pastor wants to know that this young man is who he says he is, you know. And that's the thing about social media. One thing you'll learn about me, if you follow me at all, I will never post anything negative. Now, when I say negative, you know, on Twitter or Facebook, yeah, I mean, I may share some bad news or something, but I'm talking about negative as far as my personal life. Even on my personal profile, I am never going to post, oh, what a freaking crappy day. That's garbage. Don't ever do that. You're going to ruin yourself. Never put that. You know, I'm not telling you to walk around, oh, happy-go-lucky all the time. But you don't want to be posting negative garbage on your social media. Because when people come to your page, if they see that, they're going to go, oh, geez, really? So you don't want to do that. And here's another thing. As far as Facebook, I'm going to help you out here. Have any of you ever had somebody come in and they just start tagging you in a bunch of junk on your Facebook? I have. You can go in your settings and you can change that. You can actually set your Facebook page where if they tag you in something or they want to post on your timeline, you have to approve it before it shows up. Trust me, people, that will help you out tons. I've had so much goofy stuff show up, you know, not and not that it was bad. It was just something that I didn't want representing me on my Facebook page. Because if I'm trying to book a concert, or, you know, my manager, or trying to schedule a book signing, or I'm working on a business deal with a possible huge client with my publishing company, if they go to my personal website to check me out to see what kind of a guy I am, to see, you know, I don't want them seeing some goofy stuff on my Facebook page. By no means at all. So, you know, and, you know, that's far as the digital aspect of you know, Facebook and Twitter and getting out there. Get on every social media platform you can, guys. Another book that I'll tell you about. People always call me. Hold on. Hello. Yeah, I actually forgot. I was right in the middle of a video. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, it's cool. Okay, I'm on my way. Alright, bye-bye. Business calls, folks. I gotta go. We'll finish this tomorrow. Kitty. Hi. What's the matter? Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go. I had to go collect some money. Had to go collect a payment. That's what I'm talking about. Money calls. I gotta go. That's the way it works. You got your business, your product. You get a phone call. Sometimes it happens like that through the middle of the day. Of course, I thought I had my phone on vibrate, but hey, I'm back. I want to finish this video for you. We'll just say this is part 2 of part 1. Defeating marketing extinction. I don't really remember where I was finishing off. I know we'll say work on your Facebook, scheduling your post, Twitter, go to Tweetdeckcom, schedule your post. Bye, kitty. And but the, promotional products is where I want to start up. I want to talk about promotional products. Maybe that's where I was. Physical. Let's get physical. So we've already talked about your digital platforms, your social media, your website. Let's talk about your physical platforms. You know, yeah, you can advertise in magazines, you can advertise in newspapers, you can do radio ads, you can do all that stuff, and I have done it. I've advertised in all these different avenues, and you're going to get some feedback from some. You know, some are going to be a little better than others. But in my experience, what I have learned is this. Hold on, I'm still waiting for it to hit me. I done forgot my train of thought. Okay, I'm back. With your magazine, your newspaper, your radio, and things like that, your printed media, what's going to happen is that printed media, now magazines will last a little bit longer because they get tossed around and thrown on coffee tables and stuff like that. But especially newspaper and radio, I mean, once you put that advertisement out there, once that ad runs, it's done. It's gone. If you didn't get any results from it, tough. It's not going to come back. It's not coming again. It's done. It's gone. It's over. You know, while those may be good for shorter run advertisements, you know, or trying to I mean, they are good. I'm not knocking those avenues. But one thing that I have found that really, really has helped me over my many different platforms of business is printed material, your promotional product. Just say, for example, I take I go to my local store or wherever, and I tell them, say, I want to get ball caps made, and I want to have my company name put on it, my logo, or my name for my music, or whatever. And I go in, have the hats made, and I wear one and give a few of them away and let folks wear them. You know what I've done? I've taken the concept of not having a billboard somewhere and having multiple billboards everywhere. What I've done by taking my money, my advertising dollar, and investing it into printed promotional product, I give that away. And to each person that I give that hat to, they're literally my walking billboards. And a lot more people are going to see that than that big billboard hanging on the side of the street somewhere. Now, I mean, again, that's my personal experience, and I love it. I mean, there's nothing like going out and you see somebody wearing your t-shirt, or they're wearing your hat, They're using your ink pen. I mean, these may be little dinky things to some folks. I mean, and if you're like a multi-gajillionaire business owner watching this video, you're thinking this guy is full of crap. You know, he don't even know what he's talking about. But let me tell you this. Printed promotional material over printed media. Yeah, media is good, and especially for a much larger reach. But far as your local reach, man, and even as you go out, you can spread this stuff. But printed material, man, people like stuff free. You like stuff free, don't you? I know I do. I've grown my company, Whosoever Press, for the first 3 years without an advertising budget. I threw money in it from here and there. I was working a day shift job, working my regular job at a local plant while I was trying to grow my company. Far as my entire advertising dollars that I spent, I threw probably $1,500 in advertising within 3 years. This year, I have put no money. 2015, I spent $0 on advertising. And this year, matter of fact, just back in August, we landed a $12,000 book deal that took me pretty much a month to get done. And the majority of the work I done within one night. So, you know, the thing is, and you know how they found me? My digital platform on the internet. They were searching for publishers in Alabama, and they come across me. You know what was funny? They got some quotes from some other folks, and they had contacted some of these big-time publishers and got quotes which were, I mean, even a couple $1,000s more than what I had quoted them. When they come back, they said, you know, we think we're just going to go with the local publisher because we can, if we have an issue, we can go meet with them, we can chit-chat with them, we can talk to them. And they're like, well, we'll match that price. But you know what I did? I gave them their book design. I've got graphic designers. One of them lives in India. I mean, anything that you need, I can make it happen for you. Hey, I'm here for you. I'm here to make you look good.